and welcome back to Learning Llama. Today we will be learning about the water cycle. So what exactly is the water cycle? The water cycle is the path that all water follows around Earth in different states of matter, which are solid, liquid, and gas forms of water. There are four main stages of the water cycle. The first is evaporation. Evaporation is a process by which water changes from its liquid state to its gaseous state. This means that water changes from water to water vapor. The second stage is condensation. Condensation is also a process in which water changes state. During condensation, water changes from a gas to a liquid, meaning it changes from water vapor back into water. The third stage is called precipitation. Essentially, it refers to the water falling back to Earth. It's basically a fancy word for rain, mist, snow, or any other way that water returns to Earth. The final stage is collection. This is when water that falls to Earth is collected or is kept in lakes and rivers. Now you know the four stages of the water cycle. So how do these stages work together to form the water cycle? Each of these stages occur in a different area. They keep water moving around the Earth. Do you remember the first stage of the water cycle? That's right, it's evaporation. So how does evaporation happen? Well, you know that the sun makes places hot. So the heat from the sun increases the kinetic energy of water molecules being stored in lakes and oceans. When the molecules gain kinetic energy, they begin to move faster. Eventually, some molecules gain enough energy that they can escape from the liquid water and turn into water vapor, which is a gas. Because water vapor is not very dense, it rises into the atmosphere. The technical term for how it rises is known as a convection current. You'll learn about that in another video. When the water vapor rises enough, the second stage begins. As the molecules move higher and higher, the temperature decreases, meaning it gets really cold. When it gets cold, the water molecules lose their kinetic energy, so they don't move enough to be a gas. This means they change back into a liquid. Some molecules get so cold they turn into solid ice. These water molecules settle to form the big, fluffy clouds that you can see outside. Clouds help the third stage of the water cycle begin. Precipitation happens when there is so much water the air can no longer hold it up, so some of it falls. Depending on how cold it is, this water will either be a solid or a liquid, which is why you can get rain and snow. The rain, hail, snow, or however the water returns to the ground is known as precipitation. So what happens to the rain when it reaches the ground? That's right! Collection, the fourth stage of the water cycle, will occur. This is when the water that falls is kept on Earth. The truth is, a lot of water on Earth isn't actually part of the water cycle. Not much of it will evaporate and rise to form clouds. The water must be stored somewhere, usually in lakes, ponds, or oceans. Can you guess where the most water is stored? That's right. Oceans are the largest form of water storage. Almost 96% of Earth's water is stored in the oceans. This is how the water cycle works. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. See you next time on Learning Llama.